What is up, guys? Jonny here again today, and we're going to be bringing you another video on another daily that I picked up, another car. This is a 2016 Scion FRS manual with 55,000 miles. It was in a little bit of an accident. It wasn't too bad. What happened was that it looks like they went off-road a little bit and ripped the front bumper off. They were on their way to California to go to a race event. They had barely put on some brand new Falcon Azeni's tires, to go tear up the track. But on their way there, they actually encountered a coyote right in the middle of the freeway. So when you're going over there, you're going like around 80 miles an hour. This is usually what the traffic is. And to try to avoid it, he kind of swerved and went off. And if you guys know the freeway from AZ to Cali, it's kind of like at a higher level, just in case it rains, there won't be any flooding. So to the sides, there's like really big drops that drop you into like dirt and bushes and stuff like that. So that's what happened. He avoided the coyote, kind of like ramped off road, landed between some bushes. So that's what happened here. It just ripped up the whole front bumper. Looks like it destroyed the radiator. Something got jammed under there, destroyed the radiator and the condenser. It actually pulled a little bit of the core support down, so you can see how the bumper is like that. And then yeah, I think this wheel got a little bit bent because of the lower control arm getting damaged, so we're gonna have to replace that. But overall, it's not too bad. The driver airbag did deploy, and just little things here and there. So let me show you guys what the car looks like, so we can get it started on fixing it, probably tearing the whole front end apart to see what we need to fix and replace. So here is how it's looking. Fender seems to have survived. Door, everything looks fine there. The hood survived. The headlights survived. These are actually 8.6 headlights. There's an interesting story with this car, because the previous owner actually made it a push start. You can see it has like the little things that it's supposed to unlock there, kind of like the BRZs do. And then it's got the BRZ interior with the leather and suede, and then the heated controls. It's a manual, and it's got the push start with the electronic controls and a nice screen and all this other stuff. So it's actually been upgraded. It even has like TS panels right here for the BRZ TS. The interior is really nice, full interior. So there you can see a bit of the scratches from bushes and stuff. Some of them are on the door right there, but hopefully we can kind of buff those out. It would suck to have to repaint the whole side of the car. The rear bumper was actually pulled off because something hit and grabbed and pulled it off, but I was able to put it back on. So luckily it looks like the bumper survived, and it just kind of like unclipped. And then this side is perfect. There's no issues with that whatsoever. So the car, it's overall pretty good condition. Just a little bit of the front damage. The fender survived, the hood survived, the headlights survived, so that's a big plus. I'm just gonna need a front bumper. Pretty sure I'm gonna need the radiator, the condenser. What else? A lot of these cables got messed up, so I might just delete them, because this car has the turn signals on the headlight because of the 8-pin headlights that come with the BRZ setup, because the whole wiring is changed over to a BRZ. So they don't really even need anything other than like fog lights and stuff like that. But on the FRS, I could probably just go with deleting them and just running the normal lights on there, and should probably be fine. Or maybe I could even run a different type of bumper. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm pretty sure I have an FRS bumper somewhere around here, so that might be an easy fix. And then this fender is gonna need to be repainted and bodyworked here. It got a bit of a dent right there. So, but it's repairable. It's not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and take apart all of this and then see what we can do to straighten that out. And it looks like it's pretty good for the most part. The part that got hit doesn't seem to be too bad. This frame rail is actually perfect. Nothing really got damaged with it. This did get bent down a little bit. You can see this is supposed to be flat, but it's kind of like angled backwards. That's also throwing this fender off right here, where the fender got bent up a little bit. But once we straighten that out, that'll be perfectly fine. Other than that, doesn't seem to have damaged any of the framework up top, or the core support for that matter, except for the centerpiece that was pulled down. I found out that this part right here was bent. So if you look at it from the top, it's kind of curved. I already straightened it out a little bit more, but it was curved pretty badly. mainly because of how the radiator setup is. It's all pushed forward, so this is all gonna need to come out and get replaced. Obviously the crash bar is perfectly straight. Taking out this headlight just in case, just check under here. This reservoir did get all damaged, so I might need to get another one of those. Engine wise, the engine is actually untouched, so that's good. None of the sensors seem to have broken. Normally the ones that would break would be these ones here, and they all seem to be pretty well intact. Oh, it looks like that one down there might have broken, which is probably what's causing the check engine light that I haven't even checked. Because other than that, everything seems to be fine. Obviously it has a header, you can see down there. Might just throw a stock header on there to avoid the check engine light. I got the other headlight out, and now I want to go ahead and remove the radiator and the condenser. But to be able to remove that, I need to remove the lines for the condenser, because the condenser is actually bolted to the radiator with these brackets right here. There's 4 of those brackets, but for some reason this plastic that's normally supposed to be here is all up in there, so I gotta pull that out. And then looks like these got bent up a little bit from the off-roading that was done, so I need to go ahead and adjust those back. So I'm probably gonna remove this. I don't really want to remove it, so I think with enough space from removing the radiator and the condenser, I should have enough room to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and try to remove this plastic first. Got it all to fit perfectly, and then the actual header seems to have survived. I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be straight, but they just need a little bend down, and then the header will be fine. There's like a little dent right here, but other than that, it didn't really get damaged. The thing that did get damaged though was this sensor. This is a really expensive sensor. Luckily I have a couple of them, so I could just go ahead and throw another one on. But this is typical to break, because these are really easy to just kind of like push here and then the plastic just cracks. That's going to need to be replaced. The core support seems to have survived. There's not really much damage to it. This line seemed to have survived, and this line is a little bit bent, but it could have survived because that's a pain in the butt to replace. So I'm gonna see if I can save that line. It's just twisted a little bit. I'll just twist it back, that way we could have AC once again. But overall it's looking good. And one of the things that happened is that the arm, lower control arm on the right side, messed up, so this needs to be repaired. As you guys can see, I already kind of adjusted this, and somehow the bushing fell out, so that's not good. So yeah, I went ahead and got another one. So here's a new one that we're gonna go ahead and install. So I got to remove those 2 bolts, or this bolt right here, and then this nut right here, and then this one as well. It's got like a little 2-piece. There's a nut there, and then there's a bolt right there that needs to be removed, as well as the bushing that's right there. Got to smack this part right here so it'll drop down that ball joint. And then these are just 17mm on here and on here. This one's a 19 to remove that one, and then we can go ahead and make sure that the wheel's straight, because what happened was the damage, it bent this arm and moved the tire, shifted it back to where it smacked the fender, and it smacked this part of the frame. And you can see it was rubbing right there, so that's no good, and that's all because of the arm. The strut is actually perfect. There's like no issues with the strut at all, so that's good. Everything else seems to be fine. Yeah, everything looks good. Let's go ahead and replace this arm. After a little bit of struggling, we got the arm on, sitting on there perfectly, bolted over there, bolted down here on the nut pull, and then bolted over here on this frame piece, which is all looking really, really good. I'm excited. Wheels now perfectly centered because that arm was all messed up. Got the fender kind of adjusted a little bit better, so it's looking good. It still needs to come forward a little bit, but now it's lining up pretty closely to the bolt holes that are right here. You can see right there. So I mean, all of this is adjustment, so once we get all that figured out with the adjustment, then we're going to be golden. So the next step is to try to put the bumper on. I did go ahead and install the headlight and install this little under tray that just makes it look a lot better. When you put on the bumper, you can't just see the floor straight through the grill. You can actually, you know, see nothing or see the radiator. So it just looks a lot cleaner when you do it that way. So everything's looking great. I'm excited to put the bumper on. The bumper is all put together. Luckily I had extra pieces for everything. I reused the Scion emblem, but you guys know that after that, this whole bumper was cut off. Or not this one specifically, but the one that was on the car. So I had no lights, no like little fog covers, no grill. And luckily I had all those pieces left over from other builds, so it was cool. So now I can go ahead and put this bumper on since it's complete, and we can clip it on. Bumper is on. I still haven't clipped it. I still gotta bolt the top. There's like a little plate with a seal that goes up top. I still gotta put like a push pin on the side and put the little side markers. But look at that. That is looking great. Those headlights actually look pretty awesome. It's looking good. Been a couple days in the future after the last video you guys have seen. The car just got fully detailed, nice and clean. And I've been driving it around actually, and it's been pretty fun. The car drives perfectly straight. I can let go of the steering wheel. It drives great. I don't know, it's a stock FRS, so there's not really much you can say about them, but they are really nice, you know, in complete stock form. They handle really nice. The suspension feels nice and stiff. This model was obviously modified before this, and the previous owner, before the previous owner, actually did a full BRZ conversion. I don't know if I talked about this because it's been a couple months, and it's got the leather push start. It's a 6-speed, and then I went ahead and put some stock wheels and tires on it. It still has the 2017 plus 8.6 headlights. The car has been working really great. Pretty much done with it. Just little things, little finicky things that I have to mess with. But other than that, the car is ready to go. I think this is probably going to be the last time you guys see it before it gets sold. I don't have a customer just yet. I do have 2 customers that are asking about it, so it might sell, you know, here in the near future. But that'll probably be the last of the videos for this car. So let me show you guys how it came out, how it looks, you know, in the end. And yeah.
A pair of jeans, a shirt or 2. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.